Welcome back to my channel, you guys. If you're new, hello, my name is BlancaEstelaBeauty, and if you're not, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of new AOI Studio makeup from Shop Miss A. Not all of it is new, most of it is new, so it's going to be kind of like a first impressions and get ready with me trying out the makeup. So I did do my eyebrows with their new eyebrow pencil, which is called the Sculpting Brow Pencil, this one right here. It is way too waxy. Like, I was trying to blend it out with the spoolie and it just kept moving everywhere and I didn't like it. So I'm probably not gonna purchase this anymore. It was a little bit patchy, so I had to get some eyeshadow and fill that in. But I don't recommend this. It is too waxy. But you know. Well, okay. And then I also used their new Go Brow Fiber Gel. At first I thought I was going to leave my eyebrows white because it is white. But it didn't. So I was kind of happy about that. And it did do a good job at keeping the hairs down. I've only had it on for a couple of minutes. So we'll see how it looks like after I finish my whole makeup. If you guys are not new, you know that I always do my eye makeup first and then I do my face makeup. So for my eye makeup today, I'm going to be using, I did buy a palette from them and some single eyeshadow. So that's what I'm going to be using today. This is what the palette looks like. And then these are the eyeshadows. So I'm going to be using these. But I also have two. Well, I bought more, but I really want to use one of these two velour eyeshadows. These are also new. They're cream eyeshadows. Depending on what colors I end up using, I'm going to be using one of these two. And they are cream eyeshadows, but they're metallic. So I'm going to use it as a shimmer eyeshadow. And that should be fine. Like, I probably won't have to set it, but if I do, we'll just see how it goes. The only thing I don't have from AOI Studio or Shop Miss A is an eyeliner. So I don't know if I'll be wearing an eyeliner today. If I am, I'll be using one of my more affordable eyeliners, just because everything in this video is from AOI Studio and everything's $1. There is like 3 products that I didn't get from Shop Miss A, but they are affordable, so I'm trying to keep it in the affordable theme. So, you know, not cheating. So I did prime my eyelids. I did prime it with the concealer I'm gonna be using today, and I also set it with the powder that I'm gonna be using today, and I'll show you guys that later in the video. So I'm also gonna be using their new bamboo brush sets. I'm gonna be using them so I can try them out, but I'm not going to tell you guys what I think about them because I want to do a dedicated video on just the brushes. So, because if I talk about the brushes, I'm just gonna end up talking a lot and just gonna make this a longer video than it should be. So we'll just leave that for another video. But I am using them today. So to start off, I'm gonna be using their brush number E141, which is this fluffy one right here. There are only 5 eye brushes, and most of them aren't for like blending and packing eyeshadow. So I think I'm gonna probably jump into my everyday brushes and use those if I need to, but we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna be going in with my transition shade, which is gonna be this shade right here. They do have names, and this one is called Cozy. And I'm going to be applying that all over my lid, like I do with all my transition shades. So I always start off by putting it all over the lid, and then I slowly blend it upwards. And this is a little bit too dark to be a transition shade, but it's the lightest color in this palette, and I didn't want to jump into any other eyeshadows because I do want to keep this AOA Studio video. And then I'm going to be using the same brush to start adding some color in my crease. And I'm going to be jumping into this yellow shade right here, which is called, let me take it out, Limit. It's kind of like a mustardy shade. I'm going to be using the same brush. And I'm going to start packing this on the crease. So, I do wish the palette, oh, stupid. The palette does have a mirror. What am I struggling over here for? There are also some products that are not new, but I also wanted, like I said, I wanted to keep it AOA Studio themed. So I'm going to be using the products anyways, and they're from AOA Studio. But I think I've used them in videos before, so I can give you guys my review about those videos, as those products as well. I like this shade. It's really pigmented, as you guys can see. And then I'm also going to slowly blend this out without adding any more eyeshadow to the brush. Just blending that out. I actually like this brush. Okay. Sorry if I sound like I'm whispering because everybody else is asleep and it is almost 10. It is almost 10 o'clock at night, so I'm trying to be quiet. But I really wanted to film tonight, so I can just chill and edit tomorrow. I'm planning to film 3 videos tonight. This is the first one. I mean, if it gets too late or anything, or I get tired, I'll just finish filming tomorrow morning, which is not too bad. There are 2 matte shades left. One of them is a darker brown and the other one is a teal. Another thing, I'm going to use the teal today. So I think I'm going to jump into the brown one and just apply that to the crease to define it. And I think that's all I'm going to do with the crease, and just jump into one of the velour eyeshadows. This is the shade right here that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using another brush. This is their brush number E142. Is this little pointed brush, and I'm going to be using this to apply the dark brown shade to my crease. I might smoke it out. I'm not sure, like on the outer V, but I feel like I've been doing a lot lately, so I might not even do that. But we'll see how it looks when I'm done applying the eyeshadow on the lid. And then I'm just gonna be using the same brush as before. I'm not gonna add any extra eyeshadow on the brush, and I'm just going to blend this out a little bit. So it won't look so harsh. I'm going to do it in circular motions, like this. And then I'm going one more time with the same brush in the same brown shade. Just a little bit like this. So that's pretty much everything we can do with these eyeshadows, because the rest of them are, well, the next matte one is a teal one, and I don't think I can make it work with the cream eyeshadows. So I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. We'll see how I feel later on. Okay, so for the lid, looking at what I just did, I think I'm going to go ahead and go in with this velour eyeshadow in the shade Cherish, and it's in a gold shade. So this one right here. And these are pretty creamy, so I'm not going to wet the brush just to see how that looks. And to apply that, I'm going to be using one of the brushes from the set as well. This is a flat brush, and this is their E143. Right there. And I'm just going to put this all over the lid. Wow, yeah, can you guys see how creamy that is? Picked up a lot. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and redefine that crease again, because I did get some cream eyeshadow on it. And bring that crease shade back. And then I'm going to be using the same brush as before and just blending this out one more time. You know, I think I might put the teal one underneath my eyes. So, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye real quick. So this is what this looks like, and this is what this looks like right now. I did go ahead and I added this other eyeshadow from the palette called Smitten. This one right here. Just because I just thought it was really pretty. And I didn't really just want to have one eyeshadow on the lid. So I just went ahead and I put that in the center. And I'm going to be doing the same thing on this eye. So, I'm going to put it right there. And just spread it out. You guys can see how much better it looks. It looks more popping and sparkly. So, now for eyeliner, I do want to add eyeliner. So, for eyeliner today, so I don't have any from AOI Studio. And to be honest, I don't think they have any yet. I don't remember. But I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Tip Eyeliner. One of my favorite eyeliners. It is really affordable. And the wing comes out amazing with this. Like, I just love it. So, just going to do that real quick. And then for eyelashes today, I'm going to be using one of their premium lash styles in the style Jean. So this one's right here. And that's the name of the style. Okay, so quick updates. I really like the eyeshadows. They were easy to work with, easy to blend. They had no fallout, which I was actually surprised about, because you see like really high-end brands that have a shitload of fallout. I like the eyelashes. They're really big and beautiful. I did have to add a lot of glue though, because the band is really thick and I was struggling to actually stick them on because they're really thick. But they are on now. I'd have to say though, the original eyelash style, the ones that they first came out with, they're more comfortable than these, but these aren't too bad. They're still really pretty, and I would wear them again. So now, moving on. To face makeup. Okay, so for primer today, it's not a new primer, but it is one of their primers. This is their Wonder Skin Poreless Primer. This is $1. And for $1, girl, I really like it. It really does a good job at covering up the pores. But you do have to put a good amount of it. If you put a little bit, it's not going to do shit. So you need to put a good amount or a couple of layers. So, and for $1, you can stock up. And that shouldn't be a problem. This doesn't keep you matte or anything. It's just to help with the pores. So if you are really oily, I don't recommend this. So when I apply this, I usually put a matte primer on as well. But they don't have a matte primer. Wait, do they have a matte primer? I don't remember. I want to say they don't have one, but I could be wrong. For foundation today, they don't have foundation, but they do have BB creams. I did use these in another video I did about AOI Studio, and I do really like it. So I'm going to be using that again today. I am going to be using two shades just because one of them is too light, one of them is too dark, and when I combine them, it makes the perfect shade. So I'm going to be blending in the shade Tan and the shade Medium. This is their AOI Studio Perfect BB Cream. It is a little bit on the greasy side, but after you set it down, it just looks fine, and it lasts. And it lasts for a while. It doesn't last a long time, but it does last a while. And then it feels thick when you apply it, but when you blend it out and you set it, it doesn't feel heavy on your skin at all. I'm going to be using their F23 Kabuki brush from the brush set. This little burger right here. I'm just going to go ahead and buff this out. And then also, it's a BB cream, but it has really good coverage. So I usually just go in with one layer. So I'm good to go. And then for concealer today, I have their concealer. Well, I had their concealer, but I ran out. So I'm going to be using the next affordable one that I have, which is the LA Color Pro Concealer. And this is in the shade Natural. I'll be using another brush. This is their AOA Studio brush number F30. And it is a small little brush right there. I'm just going to use it to blend down my under eye. I keep checking if the microphone is still recording because it's done me wrong in the past, okay? I got trust issues with my microphone. Okay, we are good to go. And then to set everything, I am going to be using one of their pressed powders. I did get these in a while ago. I did mention them in my last haul or my last video that I did for Shop Miss A. This is their perfect finish setting powder. I did get 3 shades. I got the shade Almond, and then I got the shade Toffee, and then I got the translucent one. So I think I'm going to be using the one in the shade Almond, just because I don't know how white, or if it's white, the translucent one, and I don't want to take my chances. So I'm going to be using this one, so I think the other one is too light, too dark. So I'm going to be using my brush, what am I saying? I'm going to be using my sponge to set my under eye like I always do. But first I need to reblend this concealer because it's already creasing. And then I'm just going to use a brush to set the rest of my face. So I'm going to be using their little fluffy brush. This is the F26. And it's like the kabuki, but it's way more fluffier. So I'm going to be using that to set the rest of the face. So I'm going to dip it in and then just pat this all over the face. Wow, it actually matches my skin color. I actually like this powder. I need more on the T-zone though, because that shit is shiny as fuck. Okay, there we go. So I do like the powder a lot. It looks really, really nice on the skin. And my under eye looks amazing. The under eye looks really, really nice. I'm really picky about the powders that I use to set my under eye because I do bake with them. So if it's not good for baking, my under eye just looks nasty. And I did bake with this, and girl, my under eye looks nice. I really like it. I do recommend the powders. So to contour today, I'm going to be using their Lotus. Has to fall out everywhere from the powder. Their Lotus face powder, this one right here. It has a bunch of contouring and highlighting shades. So I'm going to be using this one right here to contour. I didn't get a contouring brush from the brush sets, so I'm going to be using one of my other AOA Studio brushes. This is their F13, and it's just a fluffy brush. On the camera, I'm looking a little bit dark after the powder, but in life, I just look amazing. So I don't know what kind of games this camera is trying to play, but girl, don't believe what you see. I have 2 other new blushes. They're Perfect Blush. I got one in the shade Frenzy, which is more of a hot pink. And then I also got their shade Stunner, which is a more darker shade. So then I'm going to use this one. Just because this one is a little bit too hot pink for this look. Not for me because I do use hot pink blushes, okay? So I'm going to leave this for next time. And I'm going to be using a brush also from their brush set. And this is a more fluffier one. This is the F28. This one right here. I'm just going to dip it in there. Well, that's pigmented. It's going to blush up these cheeks. Girl, that is pigmented. What the fuck? I was not expecting this. And then I've really been into putting some on the tip of my nose. Girl, what the fuck? Hold up. I need my brush. I'm going to go ahead and just pat this out because, girl, that's a lot. We don't fucked up. Where is my contour one? Doesn't look that bad. Then for highlighter, I'm gonna be using, well, I got like 3 cream highlighters and I got 2 powder ones. Well, one's a baked one and one's a powder. I think I'm gonna use the powder one. This is their AUA Studio Pow Lighter. This one right here. This one is in the shade Sun Ray. Right there. And I also got this one as well. This is one of their halo highlighters in the shade Sunstone. Right there. But I really want to use the loose one just because, you know, it looks really pretty. I'm going to tap some onto the cap. Ooh. Bitch. Look at that. So pretty. Okay, so I'm going to be applying this with a tapered brush. This is from Elf because I actually already used all the brushes in the, well, not all of them. I have one more, but it's an I1. This is Elf's small tapered brush. I'm just going to use this to apply the highlighter, so wish me luck. Just going to go ahead and oh my Lord Jesus. Are you guys seeing this? That is so... Oh my God. Are you guys seeing this highlighter? Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Put too much though. I think it was going to be this intense. I need to put more blush on. Where's my blush? So the face palette, I do like it. I do recommend it. It was easy to blend, no fallout. It did not look muddy or anything. I do like it. But I just used the contour shades. I haven't used the highlighting shades yet. I really like the powder. It looked really nice. It looks really nice on the skin. It didn't emphasize my pores or anything. My under eye still looks really nice. Hasn't creased yet, and my nose hasn't creased yet either. The blush is really pigmented. I didn't think it was gonna be that pigmented, but it was, and it is really, really pretty. And then the highlighter, girl, I need to get you some highlighters, okay? I only have one of the Pow lighters. I think I'm gonna order all the shades because, girl, look at this shit. We is a poppin', okay? I'm gonna be using actually the teal shade on my under eye, so I'm gonna be using this one right here. The last brush from the set, which is this angled one, and this is the E144. It's actually a pretty nice shade. I was really worried I was gonna have some fallout from it, but I didn't, and it didn't ruin my under eye, so pretty good. So I do recommend the eyeshadows from their these are actually from their AO Lab. So they have an AOA Studio and then an AO Lab. These are from the AO Lab. This is the little logo right there. But yeah, these are really good. I do recommend the eyeshadows. Their new Studio Skinny Under Lash Mascara. This is a primer, and then this is the actual mascara. So I'm gonna be using the primer first on my lower lashes, and then I'm gonna put the black one on. Okay. I don't know if you're supposed to let it dry and then apply the black one, but I'm just going to go ahead and apply the black one because, you know. So that's how the under lashes look. I'm not too crazy about the mascara, to be honest with you. It kind of clumped them up and it kind of ruined my under eye. And then for inner corner highlights, I'm actually going to be using the same POW lighter, okay? Because we're going to be popping to the gods. So, just going to... Oh my god, that is so pretty. And then, you know what I always do? I flick it up. Like that. And I'm also going to do my brow bone. Because you gotta do your brow bone. I'm gonna go ahead and apply more to my cupid's bow. Because why not? I did get some lip glosses. But I really want to use this one. This is in the shade City Girl. First, I'm going to be applying this matte one. One of their Wonder lipstick, a lip lock 24-hour lipstick in the shade Mist. So it's this one right here. So I'm going to be applying this first, and then I'm going to be applying the lip gloss on top. I do have a dedicated video on these. It's one of like the first videos that I ever did with their makeup. So it's somewhere on my channel. Okay guys, so that is the final look right here. I love how this came out, and I did end up liking every product that I used except the lash primer. I think that really fucked up my lashes, but I'm just not gonna use it next time. Hopefully the mascara works better without the primer. But yeah, I like everything else. I like the lashes, the eyeshadows, the face palette, the highlighter, whoa, and the lipsticks. I love everything about it. So yeah, I do recommend all these products to you. I really like AOA Studio because it's really affordable and the quality of the makeup is really, really good. So I do recommend that to you guys. You know, save some corn. And yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to be reviewing the brushes in another video, and I'm also going to do a dedicated video on their newest well, they're more newer eyeshadow palettes, the big ones. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, bye guys.